Hello and welcome to Newsreel on Physique TV. I'm Rebecca Hallier. The headlines today. Ethiopian Ayeli Abshiro wins this year's Standard Chartered Dubai Marathon. Black tea may help lower blood pressure. History in the making, bodybuilding nationals to be held in Grand Bahama. Rashad Evans dominates Phil Davis at UFC on Fox 2. And finally, Demi Moore hospitalised for nitrous oxide inhalation. All this and more coming up in today's edition of Newsreel. Our top story today. Ethiopian Ayeli Abshiro won the elite men's race of the Standard Chartered Dubai Marathon, breaking the course record by half a minute. The marathon, held at downtown Burj, was marked with a record turnout of 20,000 participants. The 21-year-old, competing in his first ever marathon, took the time of 2 hours, 4 minutes, 23 seconds to surpass the former best here set by legendary compatriot Haile Gebrselassie 4 years ago. He was followed in by Dino Kemal, who was only 27 seconds behind him at 2:04.50. And then countryman Marcos Giannetti, 2:04.54, finished in third position. Abshiro was part of the leading pack in the closing stages of the race, and the group gradually began to whittle down numerically as the finish line on Emaar Boulevard drew close. Kemal, despite suffering the effects of a leg injury late on, stayed in second through to the line, as the three challengers behind him all finished within 20 seconds of his time. In the equivalent women's event, the reigning champion Asalefek Magia, also of Ethiopia, defended her 2011 title in fine style, dipping underneath the course record by 3 minutes and 11 seconds, with 2 hours 19:31. Kenyan debutante Lucy Kabu finished behind Magia as the runner-up in 2:19.34, while Mara Dibaba timed 2:19.52 to round off the top three overall. Meanwhile, in the 10-kilometre races, the UAE fared very well as Bethlehem Desalegn, 34 minutes 14 seconds, finished ahead of Ethiopian duo Emabet Adane, 34.44, and Denhanet Jara, 34.49 in the women's event. Suffering from high blood pressure? Then drink at least 3 cups of black tea daily, as scientists claim it may help. Researchers at the University of Western Australia found that people who drank 3 cups of black tea a day managed to lower their blood pressure levels by an average of 2 to 3 points. That may not sound like much, but even small reductions in blood pressure levels can have a major impact on the prevalence of high blood pressure or hypertension and the risk of heart disease, researchers said. Researchers looked at the effect of black tea on blood pressure levels among 95 men and women who were regular tea drinkers. Half of the participants drank 3 cups of black tea per day for 6 months, and the other half drank a placebo drink with a similar flavour and caffeine content. Both groups were similar in terms of gender, age and weight status. By the end of the study, those who drank black tea experienced an average reduction of between 2 and 3 points in their 24-hour average systolic blood pressure level, and about 2 points in their diastolic level. This is the first time that long-term use of black tea has been shown to lower blood pressure in people with normal to high pressure. Researchers have developed a new tool that offers a pain-free alternative to the dentist's drill. It's in the form of a gas-firing device, which could also make fillings even stronger. The new device, by researchers at the University of Missouri, looks similar to an electric toothbrush and cleans out cavities and rotten teeth in just 30 seconds. It works by generating high-energy gas and liquid particles to kill bacteria and blast out the decayed pulp of the tooth. Researchers have insisted that the new device could alleviate discomfort for patients, as it does not affect the extremely sensitive nerves in the teeth. Conventional drills cause pain, as the vibrations from the drill trigger signals in these nerves. The new device, dubbed the non-thermal argon plasma brush, fires out particles that carry a tiny electrical charge. These cut through the enamel to the middle of the tooth, instantly killing all bacteria they come into contact with. The charged particles also clear out the inside of a tooth in a much cleaner manner, which makes the filling bond more strongly to the tooth. In bodybuilding. Bodybuilding is the mother of all sports, claims India's former Mr. Universe, 56-year-old Premchand Degra. He won Mr. Universe in 1988 and was at the time only the third Indian ever to win the prestigious title, besides Monotosh Roy in 1951 and Manohar Ek in 1952. He's widely respected for all his achievements, including 6 times Asian Amateur Bodybuilding Championship gold. He spoke during the Mr. India 2012 Nationals. I always believe that bodybuilding is the mother of all sports, for the simple reason that it underlines the guiding principle of a healthy nation. Once you maintain your own body in the desired manner, you will keep away from all the diseases, and in the process help the country to be a healthy nation, he said with his characteristic smile. Unfortunately, the youth lack the desire to put in hard work and the discipline needed to be champions. 2 basic characteristics which make anyone a champion in any discipline, he pointed out. When asked about any regrets at having taken up the sport, he replied, "Absolutely no. I am what I am because of this sport. I'm grateful to the Government of India for conferring me the Padma Shri in 1990 and the Arjuna Award in 1996. There were many abroad who used to make fun of him, saying that being an Indian he could not win a Mr. Universe title, and many wanted him to settle down in the US. Actually, that attitude doubled up my passion and zeal, and when I won the title in 1988, I'm proud that I showed to the world what an Indian can achieve," he concluded with a sense of justifiable pride. WIDA AMI have announced the signing of Gaspari Nutrition Figure Pro athlete Ava Cowan. Ava placed 3rd at the 2011 Figure Olympia. With proven crossover appeal, Cowan is about to take mainstream America by storm. She'll have a column in Muscle and Fitness Hers magazine, as well as appearing in issues of Muscle and Fitness and Flex magazine. Ava was quoted as saying, "Honestly, I'm just trying to wrap my mind around exactly what I'm feeling. I'm so extremely excited about my collaboration with WIDA AMI, and I'm beyond grateful for this opportunity. I'm thrilled, motivated, and ready to work." President of the Bahamas Bodybuilding and Fitness Federation, Danny Sumner, is calling it history in the making for Grand Bahama, as the bodybuilding nationals are planned to be held there. During a press conference at the Bell Channel Inn, Sumner announced that for the first time in 40 years of bodybuilding in the Bahamas, the National Bodybuilding Championships will be held in Grand Bahama. This move, according to Sumner, is based on the fact that Grand Bahama has had a tremendous impact on the overall development of the sport of bodybuilding, fitness and figure in the country over the past few years. As a result, that impact showed a lot last year, when Grand Bahama won most of the prestigious awards that were given out by the Bahamas Bodybuilding Federation, noted Sumner. He also mentioned that hosting the National Bodybuilding Championships will be beneficial for the island in terms of helping to boost the local economy. Over to MMA news. Rashad Evans has removed the last remaining obstacle standing between him and reigning light heavyweight champion Jon Jones. In a stellar all-round performance, Evans put all of his weapons to use and captured a lopsided unanimous decision from the previously unbeaten Phil Davis in the UFC on Fox 2 headliner at the United Center in Chicago. Vastly superior striking, airtight grappling and superb defensive wrestling were all in play for Evans, 17-1-1, 12-1-1 UFC, who will face Jones, his former Jackson's MMA stablemate, in the UFC 145 main event on April 21st in Atlanta. "Now that I've won, I get the opportunity to fight Jon," Evans said, "and I'm very excited about it." Davis was effective early in the first round with kicks to the leg and body and a nice right hand from the clinch. However, Evans secured a takedown of an ill-timed kick and later moved into a mounted crucifix position that had Davis squirming like a fish out of water. The scene repeated itself in the second and fifth rounds. In the co-main event, Charles Sonnen took a unanimous decision from the Ultimate Fighter Season 3 winner Michael Bisping. In another significant fight at UFC on Fox 2, former Ring of Combat champion Chris Weidman defeated 2007 Abu Dhabi Combat Club Submission Wrestling World Championships gold medalist Damian Maia by unanimous decision in a pivotal 185-pound showcase. Celebrity news now. Katrina Bowden's character on 30 Rock isn't known for being the world's best employee, and she's certainly not known for her work-appropriate attire, but she does fit the bill as Tina Fey's hot blonde assistant, Kerry. But looking the part doesn't come 100% naturally. When asked about what she eats, she gave a refreshingly honest answer about her restricted diet, where most actresses could offer vague, demure descriptions of what goes on their plates. "I can't say I eat whatever I want, when I want, but I have come up with some great treats for myself that are healthy and satisfying. I cook and bake often. I really enjoy it. I try not to eat too much dairy or gluten. Recently, I used soya butter for cooking and couldn't tell the difference. Lately, I've been really into sweet potatoes, Fibre One pumpkin muffins, and Bethany Frankel's cookbook, The Skinny Girl Dish." She also says she's a big fan of spinning and yoga, as well as kickboxing to keep her in shape. And of course, the actress is still only 22 years old. When asked how she's become so calm and confident, she responded, "It is a challenge at times, but trying to stay centered and balanced helps me keep things in perspective. I've learned to brush off many things. Focus on the positives and be grateful." Demi Moore has been hospitalised for nitrous oxide inhalation. According to sources, a friend of the actress called 911 because Moore fell into a semi-conscious state after inhaling nitrous oxide. She was, oddly enough, apparently taking part in what's known as whippets, the name teenagers have given to this cheap, easy process of getting high. It was reported earlier that while the star might have been taken away in an ambulance due to the abuse of a substance, the real issue here applies to her dramatic weight loss. Demi is in getting treated for anorexia, as well as other issues that caused her seizure, an insider says. She's not taken care of her health at all lately and has lost a ton of weight. Regardless of whatever else is going on with Moore, we continue to wish the actress a full recovery. Well, that's all for this episode. To learn more about any of our news stories or sport in general, please visit our website at www.physique-tv.com or email us at newsreel@physique-tv.com. You can also follow us on our Facebook account and post your comments on our Newsreel page. Goodbye, and I'll see you next time.